Hello Leo, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading. Now before I get started, I just want to briefly explain the spread I have planned for this reading. On this first level, I'm going to select one card for your energy for the week, and then on this level I'm going to select 3 cards to represent the themes of this week, things you might encounter or perhaps lessons that you're working through this week. And then on this bottom level, 2 cards each to clarify. So Leo, let's get started. And this first card to represent your energy, I'm pulling from my Angels of Abundance Oracle deck. Now the way I read, I really just focus on the illustration and pick up clues visually. So you can read this if you want, but I'm not going to read this aloud, this description. Now I'm going to select 3 from the Akashic Tarot for your themes for the week. We have Will, Wisdom, and Mind, the Karmic Trench, and Summer, Winter. Okay, Leo, immediately what I'm picking up on in your energy and then these themes, I feel like disappointment coming from you, okay? I feel like you have invested time and emotion and energy and care into something. I feel like it's a relationship, and I feel like, Leo, that you're disappointed and how things are playing out kind of unexpectedly. You kind of thought like if you invested all this into this person, into this relationship, then things would be successful, and you wanted it to be successful because you have had bad relationships in the past, like painful experiences, and you wanted this to be different because you never really felt like this before about someone. So you were really committed to making it work, and I feel like it was out of love on your regard. I feel like this person has patterns of behavior that are really troubling to you, and perhaps you haven't had to deal with other people that you've dated or been in relationships with. And I feel like things are kind of up in the air, and you're kind of deciding how much you can handle. Let's get some cards to clarify. But this, I feel like, is unexpected. This isn't how you expected things to turn out. We have the 9 of Cups and Justice. We have the Page of Cups and the 5 of Wands. Sorry. And we have the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Cups. I feel like this person is sort of taking advantage of you as like the loving and caring individual that you have been in this relationship. They're kind of taking advantage of how much you care about them and how hard you've been trying. I see conflict around you guys. I feel like the conflict is kind of like your disappointment in what they're doing. I feel like whatever behaviors they're doing, you're kind of saying that you're uncomfortable about it and wanting to really talk it out, and they're getting frustrated with you, and it turns into an argument. But I feel like you have better communication skills than them, and they are more apt to argue rather than discuss. It's like they can't just discuss things. It always turns into a fight, even if you come from a standpoint of like a calm standpoint. I feel like this is the first time you're kind of questioning, is it worth it? You've been so committed to them, and you in the beginning of a relationship you derive so much pleasure and contentment, but you're kind of losing motivation for making this work, which I feel like is the right decision. I feel like they really have to step up this week, um, and treat you with more kindness, because they're kind of taking advantage of you. Maybe that's because you were always so dependable and available, um, in the past, and but I feel like you have to stand up for yourself more, so that they do not see you as a doormat. Because I felt like previously they felt like they could get away with whatever they wanted with you. You really have to stand your ground though, Cancer. And if they are not willing to work on their communication skills, I think you're going to have to end this, because it's like they're unable to discuss rationally. And I feel like you're going to reach a conclusion about this, um, soon. And I feel like by winter, definitely, you'll either be all in or you'll be all out. Okay, Cancer, I hope this resonated and I hope it was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and take care.